Hi, I'm Dr. Cynthia Clark. I'm an acupuncture physician and applied clinical nutritionist. I'm the creator of Energy Evolution. I'm the president of Longevity Wellness, and this is a public service announcement about the coronavirus. So first of all, what we want to talk about is your immune system. The healthier you are, the stronger your resilience will be to coronaviruses and other viruses like it. I want to share some information with you about how the body works and one of the perspectives that we work with. So we work with a range of whole food supplements that are primarily from a company called Standard Process, which was founded by Dr. Royal Lee back in the 1950s. He wrote several articles that pointed out that if your immune system was weak due to diet and lifestyle, then you are especially susceptible to viruses like the coronavirus. He was criticized at the time because he emphasized that the body's immune response hinges on what we eat. In recent tests, mosquitoes refused to bite people who were well supplied with vitamin B1. Therefore, it may be inferred that malnutrition now is to be considered a basic cause of malaria. Dr. Antoine Béchamp and his apprentice, Louis Pasteur, showed in the 1840s that a strong immune system could stop anthrax bacteria dead in its tracks. The observations that have been reviewed about the coronavirus noted a surprising trend. The fatalities most often occurred in elderly men with pre-existing cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or cancer. As expected, smokers did not fare well either. That is not to say that this is not a serious illness, but the virus itself, although highly contagious, is not inherently lethal. Okay, so this is what we want to know. This is what we want to be aware of. We want to know the exact situation that we're dealing with. The likelihood of contagion is very high. The likelihood of death is not so high. Is not high, but you want to get through this well. And quite honestly, this is a great wake-up call for prevention, whether there's coronavirus or not, because we're coming up on cold and flu season. The real issue that should be in the headlines is not about how to stockpile supplies or the effect on the stock market, but rather how to optimize resistance to not only this virus, but viral diseases in general. This information is from the Dr. Lee Foundation. Certainly hand washing, staying away from those who are sick with weakened immune systems, and getting adequate rest and exercise is good advice. Let's talk about water. So good water is that which has appropriate minerals in it. It's been filtered through the ground to reach the well or spring and has thereby accumulated a load of antigens. These antigens are otherwise known to science as pyrogens, since they cause fever if injected into the bloodstream. The children who were immunized in a natural way, not by a shot of the Salk vaccine, it is very probable, as shown by Dr. Weston Price's study, that their diet of unrefined natural foods has supplied the necessary factors to make antibodies responsible for their freedom from polio or other similar diseases. This is why we use the whole food supplements that we do, is because it is a broad spectrum support that continues to strengthen and support the body over time rather than to weaken it. Doctors Pottinger and Page proved that food choices directly affect blood calcium, which is in turn critical for immune response. Unfortunately, even mineral-rich spring water and the excellent diets may not be enough to overcome modern-day stress, chemicals, toxins, mutated microbes, etc. Supplemental support is nearly always advisable. First and foremost, the integrity of the intestinal immune system, also called GALT, the gut-associated lymphatic tissue, must be prioritized as it contains far more immune-related cells than any other location in the body. Prebiotics, such as prebiotic inulin, all of these are by Standard Process, that promotes the balance of a diverse microbiome, and probiotics, such as lactic acid yeast, offset the modern-day industrial processed foodstuffs. Now, we work with Standard Process because we find them to be the highest quality food sources that we can get. However, if you do not have access to this right now, you can still get inulin, you can still get good probiotics, you can get those at your local health food store, you can even get them online. Next, and this is really critical, a strong adrenal response is needed, as this is an early defense to infection. One of the best choices for this is Standard Process has an adrenal pack So it's got little packs that you can just open up and take on a daily basis. One of the supplements in there is Cataplex ACP because it supports a healthy mucosal membrane barrier and adrenal function. Another one of my favorite supplements, which is not a standard process supplement, which is for specifically for strengthening the immune system and also helping to rebuild the mucosal membrane barrier, is a formula by a company called it's a formula called INF Fighter, so Infection Fighter. It has a combination of Golden Seal, Echinacea, and Chaparral. It's made by a company called Weed Botanicals, and we carry that in-house here. We have plenty in stock. Then we need to create an immune response that is effective and efficient. An imbalanced immune response or an excessive immune response leads to prolonged and excessive symptoms and potential collateral damage or persistent immune response, such as autoimmunity experienced during the peak infection. Immediate considerations for this are Immuplex, Thymex, cod liver oil rich in vitamins A and D. Immuplex and Thymex are standard process specific formulas. Cod liver oil is, it's made by Standard Process, but you can also get that at your health food store. There's a number of different supplements, food formulas that we work with. We energy measure every single person for what the right thing is for their bodies because everybody's immune system is in a little bit of a different place and our guts are in a little bit different place. So while one person might need Congaplex, another might need Immuplex. While one person needs Andrographis, another might need the INF Fighter. So we always check in, but the information that I've given you already is pretty much applicable to everyone. Let's also talk about vitamin C because vitamin C can be very effective in helping to boost the immune system. But remember that long-term use of an isolated fraction of a vitamin, like ascorbic acid, which is an isolated fraction of vitamin C, will deplete other cofactors in the body. So you don't want to take it long-term, but it's fine to take short-term for a couple of weeks or less. So do as our dear Dr. Royally recommended. Drink good quality spring water that hasn't been run through a reverse osmosis system, or if it has, that it's been remineralized on top of that. Eat plenty of organic green leafy vegetables and start on a good supplement program. If you have not already done so, if you're not already on a program with us, if we haven't seen you in a while, then please come see us. If you're not on a program, then find someone because this is really the time to be preventive and proactive and to sail through this season with vitality and love and strength and fun, rather than having to be laid up and more than that, sick and scared. So I wish you the best. If you have any questions, please call our office. We offer 30-minute consults, so you're welcome to set that up and ask me any questions you like. And if you have a healthcare provider that you think that is not aware of this information, then please feel free to send it to them. We are very, very happy to help, and we want to see our country move through this as healthfully and happily as possible. Thank you very much. Hope you have a fantastic day. This is Dr. Cynthia Clark with Longevity Wellness.